Hello everyone, it's me, Albert, here in my Medicare series, Aprendiendo con Alberto, and I am beginning this series with understanding your Medicare choices. Remember, all of my information is on the screen, my website, my phone number. If you have any questions throughout my presentation, my short videos, feel free to reach out. But the first subject I have to cover is understanding your Medicare choices. You basically have two choices. You have original Medicare, and in case you're wondering, just a reminder, this is what that card, this is similar, okay? This is your Medicare card, or you can have this thing called Medicare Advantage. They call it MAPD, but more importantly, they call it Part C of Medicare. So, original Medicare is one option, or you can have Part C of Medicare. Part C is an alternative to original Medicare offered by private companies, including additional benefits that could benefit you, and so I'm going to get into those things throughout my presentation today. So, original Medicare has this most famous part called Part D, Part A, Part B. So A is your hospital, B is your doctors, and D, excuse my writing, is your prescriptions. So original Medicare, remember, includes your A and B, your hospital coverage, your doctor coverage, but also you can include Part D. The federal government says you may wish to add, but if you do not add Part D, guess what happens? You get this thing called a penalty. It's a lifetime penalty. So please make sure when you're eligible to get your Medicare that you take your Part D, because if you don't, you will have a small penalty for the rest of your life. Now, if you decide to join Medicare, your A and B card, like I showed you earlier, and your D, well, you get these cards separately. You pay Part B, it's gonna come out of your Social Security check. And when you decide to join your Part D, it's also gonna come out of your bank account. You have to pay for these, for Part B and Part D. Now, if you join a Medicare Advantage plan, you still have to pay for Part B. That is a must. You must have A and B as well. You must have A and B to join a Medicare Advantage, but you have to continue to pay for Part B. And a lot of the Medicare Advantage, they have the four letters MAPD, because PD means not police department, but it means prescription drugs. So MA is your healthcare, PD is your prescription drugs. So to get Part D, a lot of these Part Cs include your drugs. They include drugs in the plan. Now, if you're a veteran, if you're TRICARE, if you have different kinds of coverage, some of you may not need the Part D. So there are plans available for you that do not include the prescription portion. So that's good to know for you. So if you're a veteran of some kind, you have different benefits, Champ VA, veteran, we can help you. I can help you understand what you must do. Okay, so let's continue. Now, remember, if you decide to join your prescription drugs, you're gonna get it through a private insurance company and you have to pay for it. Now, there is this thing called Medicare supplements. So I'm gonna go over these costs with you. So with A, you have a deductible. With B, you have a premium. I know that's kind of small, but you'll see the words pop up during my presentation. You'll have a premium and a deductible. And guess what? We cannot forget the famous 20%. Okay? So if you decide to go to original Medicare, you're gonna have that deductible for your hospital stay. You're gonna have a deductible for your doctor stay. And remember, For Part A, most people don't pay, and for Part B, most people pay the average about $185 a month to close to $200. Now, if you're paying more than $200, that means your income is higher, or you did not get Medicare when you were supposed to, and you also have a penalty for Part B. So remember, take Part B when you're supposed to. This is an important decision. Now, there are some exceptions, and I'm going to go through those exceptions in the next couple of videos. So please make sure you're watching my series. But the bottom line is A, deductible, B, deductible, B has a premium and the 20%. So all of that is listed here. So please make sure you pay close care. Now, if you get a supplement, what do supplements do? They cover everything I just mentioned, except for Part B deductible. This supplement, and you're going to learn, again, in another video on Medicare supplements, you'll learn more about it. But the bottom line is supplements cover these costs that Medicare gives you, that you're responsible for. You're the client, are responsible for these deductibles and premiums. Well, the supplement won't pay the premiums, but it'll pay the deductibles in some cases and the 20%. So this is important to know, because how many premiums do you have now? You have to pay for Part B, you have to pay for Part D, and you have to pay for a supplement. So that's 3 monthly premiums coming out of your retirement check. That's why some people make that it's a little bit of a difficult choice, because what if you're paying $400 a month for insurance and you're making $2,000? Now, if you're making $4,000, $5,000, it's a little less stressful. It all depends on your situation. So, Medicare Advantage, you cannot buy a supplement and have a Medicare Advantage. It is illegal. If someone tries to sell you a supplement and if you have a supplement and they're trying to put you on a Medicare Advantage, it's illegal. Don't let them do that to you. So those are your two options. It's that simple. You stay with the original Medicare, or you go to Part C of Medicare. One thing I want to mention is original Medicare. You can take that card anywhere in the United States. As long as a doctor accepts it, you can be seen. With Medicare Advantage, there's 3 rules. You have to have a referral, you have to have authorizations, and there's networks involved. So depending on the kind of plan you take, you're going to see all this information in my future videos on how I'm going to get into more details on how Part C works. So just to review again, you have deductibles and premiums and original Medicare, this left side, or you can join a Medicare Advantage plan. And that's how simple this is. It's that simple. You either decide to stay with the original Medicare or you decide to go to Part C. All right, so that's my presentation on your 2 Medicare choices. You have choice 1 or choice 2, and it's your decision. It's all based on your personal needs. That's what you need to decide. So if you would like for me to help you, call me, email me. I'm here to guide you and make sure you understand your choices. Stay with the original Medicare or join Part C of Medicare. I appreciate your time. Don't forget, my website is on the bottom. I look forward to guiding you on your Medicare options. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.